Hello everyone, and welcome to the Not For Hire YouTube channel. Today, we're here with the 6'2 crew, and got something on my mind and I gotta get it out, so gotta get it done. So here we go. It was supposed to fall off, but it didn't. That's pretty sharp, but for a car.
It just shut off! I think you gotta lower it a little bit. You want it in front of the wheels, right? Is it?
I just want to point out I crossed the safety chains over the boom, which was a bad idea because it was completely covered in grease. So now my chains are all greasy. I realized by fixing the bed, the rest of the truck looked like crap, so I'm going to do something about it. Alright, I got a load of scrap we're going to bring out. I got the hitch on. and I got these chains hooked up. What I did notice is that this head relaxes, so after I let it sit for a little while, so I hooked these chains up and they're tight. I let the lift down just enough and they tightened right up, so now it won't pull out. I got the safety chains hooked up to the bar, then I got the safety chains hooked to the trailer, so that should be safe. I don't know, but see if the lights are on. Probably should change out these rear lights, seeing how they're smashed. I'm gonna go through this trailer. I'll probably just do a video on it, but as it is, it's 10 years old now, so. But all right, here we go. All right, we just got back. Starting to load it up with more crap already, but this worked out good. It didn't move. It didn't really pull away from the head. You can see it's relaxed a little bit, but it's on the angle where I let it down and it's pulling on the chains a little too, so should be good. But now I'm gonna disconnect it. All right, well, let's start at the front of the truck and we'll work our way back. First things first, I couldn't get this winch to work. I messed with it, and then it slipped out of my hands. I dropped it as I was putting it back in, dented the grills, or dented the trim, smashed the grill. So the grill's new, the bumper's painted, and like I said, the winch doesn't work still. So I changed the solenoids, that didn't work. I swapped out the motor, that didn't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but something's not right. But anyways, that'll be another video. Next thing I did, I got this really cool 6.2 liter diesel hood emblem from one of my subscribers, Matt. Matt, you're awesome, thank you. He's also the one that sent me the lug nuts for the Blazer, some S10 badges, I can't remember what else, but yeah, thanks buddy, I appreciate it. And this thing looks really good on the 6.2 Crew. But I'm adding this in later because somehow I forgot. But yeah, if you guys want to send me awesome stuff, I'm going to put the address on the screen right here. I think it's next thing I did was change the fuel filter. First time since I got it. Well, that one time it crapped out, I think I changed it, but I don't know, I think I actually changed it when I first got it, and that was it. But I changed it again. It really woke it up. I didn't realize how dirty the filter was or how much it was lacking performance, but after I changed it, just seemed to have a little more power, which is good. I wrote down 7 quarts, 14 millimeter, PL 34631. So, oh, I changed it. So, other than that, though, under here, nothing new. The battery terminals are loose and stuff like that. Oh, I added a power box here. I don't know what you call it, like a junction box for power to, well, from the dash. I guess I'll show you that next. Next thing, I guess we'll move inside. This power panel I installed to run the light bar. I guess we'll move back to the light bar. The light bar, I guess we'll turn it on. The light bar, I don't know if you can see it flashing, but it is flashing. Well, it's consistently flashing, but I don't think the camera picks it up. But anyways, LED, or not LED, yeah, strobe light bar, Whalen Edge 9000, I believe. I installed that, it's fully functioning. Everything works on it. Where's it? Backup lights. See, running lights, backup lights, everything. Got all the good stuff. So that was pretty fun to wire in, but I got that too. I guess next we'll move down to the rocker panels. See, welded in rocker panels. I mean, I didn't make it look real pretty, but it's not bad. I'm happy with it. It's a lot better than rot. So, well, let me shut these off. Well, let me show you the rear lights on the bed, since I took a lot of time to do that. In the beginning of the video, these were different lights. I didn't like, they weren't bright enough, and they didn't match these, so I changed them to a better style light, but the rest are the same. Got the LED lights. Oh, that's one thing I could show you. I got a camera here on a magnet mount, so I can move it, and I have the spool. There's a spool wire on a cable cuff. I don't know. There's crap out. Maybe I can look at it over here. Right there, I have a cable cuff of wire with camera wire, about 30 feet of it, so I can disconnect it from there. I can pull the spool out and put that camera basically, you know, on anything, underneath the trailer to look at the axles, or on top of a car or something like that, so I can see when we're backing up. And I got one up there. Let me show you. Show these lights off before batteries go dead. See, there's the camera bottom and the camera on the top. So I thought that was pretty cool. Added a YouTube sticker. Driver carries no cash. That statement couldn't be more true. Alright, and that brings us to the wheel lift. This wheel lift is awesome. It's a Century Formula 1. There's the numbers and stuff. I think it's a good match with this truck. This truck has a nice long wheelbase. It's pretty tough. It's got a nice see. Oh, yes, I forgot. Brand new tires. Look at that. I actually bought brand new tires. I didn't find them from the dump. Well, I got two because the inners on this side were shot. Here's the old tires that were on the inners. But now new rubber in the back, and the fronts were always good, so no complaints there. But like I was saying, the spring pack is pretty good on this truck, so I don't think I'll have any suspension problems. I added this toolbox. This is where all the goodies are. Here's the wrench for the hitch. I'll show you that in a second. Here's a remote that I made for the wheel lift. I'll show you that in a minute. These are some magnet lights I made. Well, I didn't make. I changed up the LED. There were some old school pair I got out of a junk car or something. I don't remember where I got them. These are the chains off of Shorty. Don't worry, I'm still fixing Shorty. Shorty's a 1976 wrecker, short wheelbase wrecker I have with a Holmes 475. If you guys are interested in that, there's videos on there, and there's still some to come. I'll show you the hitch. This hitch, I was gonna make it. I actually ended up buying it because I was afraid if something happened, I didn't want to be liable for making a hitch that was subpar. But so this is a hitch from AW Direct, or what's it called? Shit, I can't even remember now. Zips. So it's a actual hitch that's for this. It's kind of weird looking, and it's not really that impressive, but it is what it is. It's easy to take on and off. Can't complain. I mean, very easy. So, and then you suck the head in, and then it tightens it up. But the head, I don't know if this is normal. You guys tell me, you wrecker guys tell me. These Formula Ones, should this relax, like the in and out here, the telescoping part, it'll relax, and then this will start to move. I don't know if that's normal or not with any wheel lift, but I guess I could put this back in the toolbox. Sits in there nicely. I guess I'll show you the remote now. Cable cuff. And I put it on a trailer plug, and I just drilled a hole in the box here. I guess I should show you the toolbox. Slide this back. You'd think I put my tools in the toolbox, but I didn't. There's the L-arms all painted up, and the hydraulic pump. I didn't want to put it under the truck because I don't want it to get all rusty and stuff, and I want to be able to get to it really easy if there's a problem. And this will keep it out of the weather and away from the ice and stuff like that. So just an old truck box I had. I cut the bottom out, slipped it over it. Nothing fancy. Okay. See my homemade remote here. It's pretty long cord. I want to be able to bring it in the cab with me if I wanted to, and or, you know, adjust things out here by actually looking at it, not like standing far away from it or anything. But this lift is pretty sweet. Never had a wheel lift on a truck that was registered before, so this is kind of cool. You guys saw earlier, we had my girlfriend's Impala. We tested the wheel lift and the truck on it, and worked good. I was really impressed. The truck rode great. Let's see, goes out pretty far. I don't want to kill my batteries because I'm down here by myself. Yeah, I gotta put it back on this remote. When I made it originally, I thought I had enough room, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna bend some steel around it, or something else around it, aluminum, whatever, and then bolt it down. But I wanted to show you this. This is also on a magnet, the trailer plug, so I can move it wherever. All the hoses, some of the fittings, and everything was replaced. I didn't buy new ones. You guys remember that old bucket truck I tore apart a few years ago, a year ago? I don't remember. The C3500 or whatever. Took all the hoses off of that were good, and I got the ones that they matched up basically. I just replaced the hose. This is one of those like safety hoses or whatever, 10,000 bursts or something. Just replaced the old hoses that were all crusty with the hoses out of the bucket truck, and they all seem to work perfect, no leaks or anything. So I ended up, you can see in the picture, I think earlier in the video, it doesn't look like there was much holding the wheel lift on, but I put extra bolts in these little gussets I made, and I bolted them to the cross member up there, so they're not welded. Like in the beginning, I just tack welded them to see if it would work, but still held the whole truck without a problem. So yeah, now it's double bolted and welded, so it should be good there. We put the LED lights on it. Oh, you can see the wire there for the cameras all rolled up. I got these D-rings I bolted to the frame. I also, I boxed the end of the frame and welded it to the lift too. So it's really not going anywhere. Let's see, what else? Let's put this back in. It's pretty sweet. And I'm down at my other property. If you guys know about it, I started working down here. I got some videos coming. Now this will go in a little farther now that it doesn't have the hitch on it. There we go. And it doesn't stick out far at all, I think. I mean, that's why I put the cameras there, so I could not forget that it's there, so I don't back into anything, but it's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with how it all came out. Oh, I know somebody's gonna say something about this. Rot. And I didn't weld it here. I welded it there, and then I left it over there too. My plan is, I was gonna put toolboxes here, and this floor is Swiss cheese, but I mean, it's still pretty solid. I'll get a couple more years out of it. I want to put toolboxes here. So I'm thinking, I don't want 2 layers because then they rot in between. I'm thinking I'll just cut this out and then put the toolboxes in, and then paint the underside so it doesn't get all messed up. But that's what my thoughts are, so that's why that's like that. Oh yeah, the front of the lift, I got a 1/2-inch plate welded to the frame, and then I welded another plate across the bottom of it, so, and bolted it to the hitch. So that should be good too. All right, let's wrap this back up. All right, overall, I'm really happy with how this truck came out. I'm glad I was able to get my ideas out, and I don't know if you guys are like that, where you get stuff in your head and you got to do it, or you just, it drives you insane basically. So I think this is a major improvement on this truck, because it looked like hell really, and everyone kept making fun of it, and my family just kept asking me, why are you keeping it, but now they actually like it, which is pretty cool, and I like it a lot more too. It's even more useful, or a lot more useful. But all right, let's go home and I'll explain why I didn't put it on shortage. This is a nice thumbnail. I think I'm going to use this for the video. All right, the wheelbase on the 6.2 Crew. About 165 inches, roughly. No, more than that. About 166 inches, the center of the wheel. So let's go look at Shorty. Okay, on Shorty, going by the center of the axle because the wheel is turned, about 124, 123 inches. So it's Shorty's pretty short, and then you got to add the lift. It's a Shorty, by the way. You don't know it. You add the lift. You can see the rear end's right there, right at the end of the truck. So to add the lift, the back of the lift would have to be just enough away so I can get that rear cover off. And so, which means it was going to come out farther than the sling once it's on the truck, and I'd have to cut the hoist apart to get it to fit in here, because it would actually, with it in the spot it needed, the mounts were actually like way out here, and I wasn't going to add stuff to the plate in the back. I'm just going to add a 2-inch receiver hitch to the back of this. I think I'll get a lot more use out of that than a wheel lift for what I'm doing, because I'm just messing around with my own junk. So yeah, that's why I decided to go with this. I wanted to make this truck, the back of it flat basically, so if I want to put it in my barn in the winter, it doesn't take up a lot of room either. So, but yeah, so I think that's covers it for the whole reason of why I didn't do it with this truck. But, and plus, oh, that was the other thing too, the hydraulics. I'd have to tap into the hydraulic system and put levers somewhere, and I don't want to cut into the body of the truck. And then I was like, oh, I can use electric valves, but then I'm like, well, then I take a truck that's you know, all mechanical and really reliable, and then put some electric crap in there. I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's my reasoning. And just to give you an example here, even Old Red is about 135 inches wheelbase. So even a regular cab long bed truck has a longer wheelbase than Shorty's. So pretty short. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I think the 6'2" crew has kind of been born again, and I think she's going to serve us pretty well. You guys tell me what you think down below. I want to give a shout out to JC Smith Projects, James Pretty, Zane over at Hodgepodge Dodge Garage, and to you guys for sticking in there and waiting around for me to make videos. Right now, see, Jelly Green sitting there. I have a guy working for me, and I don't tell people I make videos, so it's kind of awkward if I try to make a video or anything, so I've just been putting it off. But I got him working on trailers and stuff, and I tried to make a few videos before, and the guy always walks in front of the camera and stuff, so it's kind of a nightmare. But like I said, he's working on the trailers, and he's almost done. So pretty soon I'll be back to making videos more and doing all the stuff that's fun and what you guys like to see. And I already know what that is. There it is, Jelly Green. I also got a good S10 video coming. Maybe you can see something that looks a little different. Well, two things look a little different. Looks like some meat's going on there, and that front bumper looks kind of weird. But alright guys, I'm out of here. Till next time, thanks for watching.